Here's Johnny! That sounds weird. Here's me! Welcome to InformOverload. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining. God, I love that camera too. So to never miss another story, click that subscribe button. Plus, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we got them all. The Chinese police department are celebrating a huge win today after finally tracking down an escaped fugitive who had been on the run for 17 years. It's a long time. The now 63-year-old man named Song Yang had been in prison for trafficking women and children, but in 2002 he somehow escaped. Maybe El Chapo told him how. The Yongshan Police had been tipped off about clues as to where Song may be hiding out in early September. Funny enough, these tips came by way of their WeChat account. For those of you who don't know, WeChat is a Chinese multi-purpose messaging, social media, and mobile payment app with more than 1 billion monthly active users. The man had been hiding in a tiny cave away from any human interaction for many years. Sounds like my Saturday night. This man is going to be shocked once he sees the world that we're living in now. Imagine being in a cave for the last 17 years. Bro, you missed a lot of stuff. Like a lot. According to reports, Jiang told the police that after escaping the prison camp, he had fled to his hometown. In that time, he moved to the more secluded location of a tiny stone cave. The cave was less than 22 square feet in size and was so small the average person wouldn't be able to stand up straight. Sounds like my apartment. Song had an incredibly difficult time communicating with the officers because of just how long he had been living alone. Initially, after the man had escaped, the police did attempt to locate him on foot, but due to the dense vegetation and complex terrain, it ultimately proved to be useless. For the most part, this could be considered as a closed cold case. They literally had to wait until there was a better form of technology that they could use to finally find him. After getting the tip off from the anonymous WeChat user, the Yongshan Police dispatched a drone to patrol the area. While flying over, they spotted a blue-colored steel tile on the side of a steep cliff and could detect traces of activity in domestic garbage. It would take police over an hour to finally locate and reach the bottom of the cliff, where they dispatched a search team to slowly move towards the man's hideout. When they finally arrived, they found the elderly unkempt man sitting in front of the cave. Upon speaking with the police, Song says that he had not bathed nor done laundry in, and I quote, a long time. Additionally, his isolated cave lifestyle had completely devastated his body. He had to cut his own hair, create his own bedding, and even drink water from a nearby mountain valley. Luckily, they were able to properly identify that this was indeed the same man who had escaped 17 years ago. I mean, it would be pretty hard to tell when you think about it. 17 years is a very long time. His black hair had now changed to silver, and his psychological state was clearly tortured by this whole experience. Thankfully though, the police are proud to say that the man has been apprehended and sent back to jail for the heinous crimes that he never really served a proper sentence for. This introduction of drones as an asset to the police is becoming more and more important for matters such as this case. In fact, I believe we're going to see a huge surge in police drones patrolling cities around the world very soon. In fact, in Ensenada, a Mexican city just 2 hours south of Tijuana, a drone has made a huge impact on their crime rate. In just a few short months, the police department claims the drone has led to more than 500 arrests and a 10% drop in crime rates, with a 30% drop in home robberies. I guess anyone would start to second guess the crime that they were about to commit if they heard a drone buzzing above them. But for Song, he doesn't even know what a drone is. Although the drones have been used for more than just fighting crime. There are these ones called public safety drones that were used to save at least 4 people back in May. In the UK, police had found a missing person just a few feet from the edge of a cliff where they were able to send help. A fire department in Indiana used one to drop a life vest to a criminal who tried to escape through a pond but started drowning. How nice is Indiana? They threw the guy a life vest so they could arrest him. And in central Texas, the drones dropped life vests to a mother and her daughter who were caught in a rising river. The problem with using these is that some countries, such as the US, have very crowded airspace. With so many planes already taking up the majority of room for flying, it will be increasingly difficult to find a way that drones can kind of fit into the mix. Seriously, look up flight patterns in the US. That shit cray. As always, we want to hear your thoughts on this story. Do you think drones should be incorporated more into the way police departments conduct business, or do you believe it's kind of an invasion of privacy? Kind of feels a bit like George Orwell's 1984, if you ask me. Now, while you ponder your answers and fix your grammar, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled "Student Admits She Lied About Classmates Cutting Off Her Dreadlocks." Extraterrestrial Content says, "Does Johnny know there's a ferret on his face? Hey, Be nice, he's new here. My mom always said, believe nothing that you hear and only half of what you see. The media really needs to make that their motto. Sounds like the media should just consult your mom before putting out stories. Theron B says, well, would you look who it is? Why do you sound like a disappointed wife? Bertus Van Heerden says, first video I've seen hosted by Johnny Rogers. I approve. Look, all I need is the Potato Kingdom's approval, and there it is, folks. And for that, I thank you. T.G. Miranda says, holy moly, Johnny has a mustache. What? I do? Where'd that ferret go? Thank you for watching Inform Overload, and if you enjoyed this video, show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, if you find any news stories that you want us to cover, make sure you send the link in a DM to our Instagram page at InformOverload, and if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. Plus, for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on the side of the screen. From IO, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.